What life-changing item can you buy for less than $100? AskReddit top posts. 2 pet ducks. You may be tempted to go for one. But trust me. You need 2. And you'll have about $76 left over. They don't tell you this in school, but the ducks in the park are free. A curved shower rod. Seriously. $10 for a tension rod, or $28 for a curved one that takes a bit more effort to install, but your showers are suddenly 33% larger and feels like you're in a hotel every day. A nasal irrigation kit, either the electronic pump or simply the squeeze bottles. I started using them both leading up to surgery on my sinuses, and I haven't stopped using them since. It takes some getting used to, but the relief and clean feeling is amazing. Make sure you only use distilled water for nasal irrigation. There are horror stories out there of the consequences of running tap water up your nose. Brain-eating amoeba-type horror stories. A king-sized blanket for a queen-sized bed. I got a king for a double bed. Best decision ever. The double sheets fit the bed, but I couldn't snuggle completely under them without curling up. Now I can hide completely under the duvet stretched out. Best thing ever in the winter. If I pull the covers completely over myself, the boogeyman can't find me. Just make sure your foot doesn't hang over the edge of the bed. That's why you gotta lift your leg foot in the air and swing the blanket under them. Sharp knives for the kitchen. I put off buying a whetstone for a long time, mostly because I was nervous I would use it wrong and ruin my knives, but it's not too hard at all if you get one with an angle guide. Makes chopping stuff up faster, easier and safer. We bought a whetstone what feels like years ago, and it went unused until last week. Everyone in the household is constantly complaining about dull knives, and I always tell them, well, we do have a whetstone, to which they respond, I don't know how to use that one. Eventually the dullness started to actually bother me, so I spent 30 seconds watching a YouTube video and gave it a crack. Then I learned it had been bothering me my whole life, and I just didn't know it. Knives are supposed to cut that easily, holy crap. In my opinion, definitely a weighted blanket if you have a hard time sleeping at night or have anxiety. They have some at Target for $25 currently. I just use the crushing weight of all my failures instead. Much cheaper. Something else that really helped with sleeping for me is a bottle that keeps water cold, Mizu or whatever. Being able to drink ice cold water at any time during the night without leaving your bed changes everything. Carbon monoxide detector. Post-it notes are far cheaper. Our landlord isn't letting me talk to you, but it's important we do. I feel happy I recognize this. It's quite legendary. May sound simple, but a good pillow. It is amazing the change in body aches and sleep you see when you have a good pillow that fits you. I thought that I liked memory foam and other fancy pillows, but the real life changer for me was a buckwheat pillow. I have sleep apnea, and it allows me to get my head into the perfect position and keep it there comfortably. Edit: before you go out and buy one, please research the pros and cons. They aren't for everyone. Consider them if you like a firmer pillow, occasionally wake up with an itchy neck from lack of support, and want a pillow that breathes well. Someone in the comments has also pointed out that you will win every pillow fight you get into. Downsides are, if you shift around in your sleep a lot, you'll need to adjust a pillow to fit your new position. Adjusting the pillow and settling in makes a little bit of noise as the buckwheat husks rub against each other, kind of like dry leaves crinkling. Some people are also allergic to buckwheat, but there are other similar fillings such as millet husks. Organic fillings also need to be replaced once in a while, since it breaks down over time. Blackout curtains for your bedroom. Changes your life if you want to sleep all day. I refuse to have them in my room after living like a vampire for a few years. Combine it with a wake-up light alarm clock. Block the sun, then emulate its rise. The future is here, people. This is how I feel when I put foundation all over my face to get rid of the redness, then apply blush on top of that to put redness where I want it. An air compressor to air up your tires. Got one off Amazon for $30. To add to this, a jumper. Basically a battery in a box that has battery clamps. For jump starting your vehicle. Get one that has a DC AC outlet so you can use it to power small electronics when you have a power outage at home. I would not recommend combination jumper air compressor units. Would suggest separate jumper and air compressor. Note: doesn't hurt to have actual old-fashioned jumper cables too. If you have a large lawn or a property that requires a lot of yard work, get some 3M Worktunes. About $50 and their combination hearing protection and Bluetooth headphones, so you can actually hear your music without destroying your eardrums. They're a good gift too for anyone you know with a lawn or wood shop or something. At my old house it was a 4 to 5 hour ordeal to mow and trim the property. I'd likely have went fully insane without those. Great idea. Useful on a plane too. With minor hearing loss from too many concerts in my 20s, I have to turn the volume to nearly max on a plane, so I usually just put in earplugs and can't watch or listen to anything, but this would help. Light-hearted, but a pressure cooker. You can get one for around $100, and it can easily cook a genuinely staggering variety of food and cook it well. Edit. There are two types of people that use pressure cookers: people who use them to cook food and people who use them to make bombs. Edit 2. And people who use it to sterilize things. Every Indian family uses a pressure cooker. I can say with confidence 99% of Indians use this. I can't imagine my life without a pressure cooker. It makes rice, meat, lentils, pulses, beans, almost everything in less time.